Blue dude, blue moon, kinda mysterious, shaded with someone I'm not really into. Do you need to fix it? Talking bullshit. It's hard to see you when your eyes look dull. Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you not blue? Not blue. Blue dude, bad mood, sorta witty and jaded, but let's not talk about you. Your coyote song on a rerun. Are you hound dog tired singing all night long? Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you not blue? Not blue. Not
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another video. So today I wanted to share with you guys a pretty big milestone that I recently hit, and it's kind of insane. I don't know, it's crazy. Like, what is my life right now? What is my life? So just a few days ago, I hit the milestone of living in Germany for 3 years. I cannot believe that I have been living in a foreign country for 3 years, and all the things that I have been able to achieve in that time. I'm like so proud of myself, and it's just unbelievable, because if you would have asked me 6 years ago what my life would look like, I would have told you something completely different from what my life is right now, you know? So I actually moved to Germany, not because of an Ausbildung or to go to school or, you know, because of the German economy or anything. I moved to Germany because I met my husband, who is German, and it just panned out that we decided to come back and live in Germany after we got married. So literally 2 days after our wedding, that's the time when I moved to Germany, and everything was new, everything was terrifying. My whole life changed in that time, and wow, it's crazy to think about. Since living in Germany, I think I can say that I have learned German. I don't know if I'm fluent in German or not. I think fluency is a very loose term, because obviously for more medical based stuff, I think I'm more fluent than any political topic that you would have a conversation with me about. You know, I don't know very many political vocabulary, but as far as what I've been studying in Germany, like anatomy and physiotherapy, I've kind of dove into that kind of vocabulary. I am not nearly as good as a German speaker, but I would say I'm close to fluent. Another huge thing that I did while being in Germany is I started this YouTube channel, which has grown bigger than I thought it would, I have to be honest. And I'm really loving the support that you guys are giving me through this channel, and I just want to give all of you guys support. You know, if you guys have questions about moving to Germany, I I try and answer them as best as I can. Lots of the times I have to just like do some research and do some digging online to find the answer, but I always just, yeah, I want to help you guys if you're interested in moving here, or if you have questions about my Ausbildung, if you're wanting to move to Germany and you're lacking the courage, I want to give that to you. And so I really like what this channel has kind of grown into, and I'm just excited to keep it going. The other huge thing that I've done since moving to Germany is I started an Ausbildung in physiotherapy. And dare I say, I think I'm doing pretty good with it. This is one thing that I was terrified of for the first few years of living here, because, you know, I knew eventually I was gonna have to go to school. I was gonna have to do an Ausbildung or something. And just the thought of being completely immersed in my second language in an academic level terrified me. It's actually been going pretty well, and I think it's kind of funny because during my classes I can understand my instructors more than I can understand my classmates. When I'm having like just a conversation with my classmates, you know, they're speaking so fast, they're speaking in dialect. A lot of the time it's more difficult to understand them versus my actual classes, which, you know, for an academic sense are more important. So my instructors, they speak very clear and punctual, and it's not as scary as I thought it was. And it's just so crazy to me that this is my life. I remember that when I finished high school in Canada, I had a plan for the next like 10 years of my life, and nothing included even traveling to Germany, you know? Just like one thing led to another, and here we are. I feel like my situation was a lot more difficult than it needs to be. I think if you guys are planning on moving to Germany, it's gonna be so much easier because I moved to Germany right before the pandemic. I came here the summer of 2019, and that winter, that's when this whole thing started, and I was way more isolated than I would have been without the pandemic. Also, my German learning went quite a bit slower because of the pandemic, because a lot of my classes just got cancelled. I would book new classes, go for a couple weeks, and then the school would shut down. So there was lots of things that I really had to just like grit my teeth and just like get through. But I know that if you guys are coming here like post-pandemic, oh my goodness, it's gonna be so much easier. So definitely, if I can survive moving to Germany and, you know, having my first few years in a new country through a pandemic, then you guys can definitely do it too. I do have some goals for the next few years living here. Obviously, I want to like travel Europe so much more. I'm in the center of Europe and I haven't had the opportunity to travel around that much. Just recently I went to like a little tiny village in France and we stayed there for a week. It was wonderful, and that's like the furthest that I've been in Europe. And to be honest, I haven't even been able to travel around that much in Germany, let alone other countries. So I'm very excited for the next few years to see like where I can travel to, where life will take me, and also where I end up going with my Ausbildung. So the Ausbildung, or I guess in English it's the apprenticeship that I'm taking, is physiotherapy, and in Germany it's a 3-year Ausbildung, and then after that there's like so many directions that you can go into, and I'm interested in so many of them that it's gonna be really interesting to see like which way I go when I'm done school. And for that reason, I'm really excited for my second year at school, because that's when I go and do my practicum work, like actually working with patients in different like physiotherapy centers. So very exciting things are coming up. Very exciting things have already happened. So if you are not already, be sure that you are subscribed to my channel. I try and post videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Sometimes my schedule is delayed a little bit just because I'm if I'm really busy with school or preparing for an exam or something. But I post twice a week. I talk about studying in my second language, going to school in Germany, moving abroad, and just enjoying life here. So if you are interested in any of that, be sure that you subscribe to my channel, give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!
It's hard to see you when your eyes look dull. Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna